continue to make efforts to reach the administrative borders of the Luhansk and Donetsk regions and keep control of a land corridor with the occupied Crimean Peninsula. Ukrainian Defense Ministry spokesman Alexander Motuzyak said this at a briefing at the Media Center Ukraine. The main goal of the enemy at this stage is to reach the administrative borders of the Luhansk and Donetsk regions, keep the land corridor with the occupied Crimean Peninsula, and block Ukraine's maritime communications in the northwestern part of the Black Sea. Despite huge losses in manpower and equipment, the occupiers outnumber Ukrainian defenders and try to win only with numbers. In some areas, for one piece of Ukrainian artillery there are 6 or more enemy artillery pieces. At the same time, the effectiveness of the actions of Russian infantry units remains low, especially in the towns, Motuzyak said. According to him, the enemy is shelling the positions of the Ukrainian defense forces along the entire line of contact in the Luhansk and Donetsk regions. The area of Severodonetsk remains the hottest part of the front. He also said that enemy aircraft continues to strike targets in Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, Kherson, and Odessa regions. Operational and tactical enemy aircraft performed at least 15 sorties to strike targets in the Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, Kherson, and Odessa regions, including using Kh-3159 guided missiles. In addition, the aggressor struck the Odessa region with Bastion B and Bal coastal missile systems using Onyx and Kh-35 missiles. The enemy launched the missile strike from the temporarily occupied Crimea, Motuzyak added. Speaking about the operational situation at the front, he noted that in the Donetsk direction, Ukrainian troops are hindering the enemy's attempts to establish full control over Severodonetsk. The enemy is conducting offensive operations, trying to block Ukrainian units near Borivske and Voronove, and to block the main logistics routes from Bakhmut. Currently, fighting continues in these areas. In the Bakhmut direction, the armed forces of Ukraine are fighting with units of the invaders, who have concentrated their efforts on trying to surround the Ukrainian defense forces near Zolot and establish control over the Bakhmut-Lysychansk highway. In Russia's Bryansk and Kursk regions bordering Ukraine, the enemy forces have so far massed up to 4,000 manpower and up to 300 firepower units. This is not enough to launch an offensive operation toward Kiev, but the formation of the 15,500-strong 3rd Army Corps based in Molino, Nizhny Novgorod region is underway in the Western Military District. It is possible that if required, they could be involved in the attack on the Ukrainian capital. This was announced in an interview with Ukrinform by commander of the Kiev Defense Group Alexander Pavlyuk. Currently, along the state border of Ukraine in Bryansk and Kursk regions of Russia, there are up to 3 battalion tactical groups, a company tactical group with the armed forces of the Russian Federation, and up to 3 battalions of the Federal Service of the National Guard. Today, this group is not enough to conduct an offensive operation in the direction of Kiev. Its main task is to cover the Russian-Ukrainian border. The total number of enemy groups in the said zone, taking into account the FSB border service of the Russian Federation, may include up to 4,000 personnel and up to 300 firepower units, Pavlyuk said. The commander also noted that in the future, the enemy will continue to launch air and missile strikes, including with high-precision weapons, and retain the necessary set of troops near the state border to carry out restraining and assault operations in certain areas, including with the involvement of subversive and reconnaissance groups, while further fortifying their positions along the relevant section of the Russian-Ukrainian border.